Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 4 here on the Old Gold Power Plant Island, and we are having a good old time with 34,714 sneaky snacking. And we're also going to grab a small ingredient ticket for going to bed on time. Good job, us. And 200 sleep points is going to put our grand total at 2,401. And we definitely need to spend some sleep points soon, but the good sleep day bundles are available. That's spending diamonds, which we're not going to do, not right now anyway, but we are going to grab our daily lottery and get a great biscuit out of it. Hello, we definitely needed that, so pretty good. Will not complain about that one. All right, let's jump into this sleep report. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully something nice, but it all depends on if we get the snoozing sleep type or not. We potentially could. My sleep has been going snoozing quite a lot lately. That's looking like a snoozing to me. Dozing has become incredibly difficult to get. That's balanced. Oh, okay. Well, unexpected. But let's see. We should have a pretty decent drowsy power, somewhere around 35-ish million. No, even more. 38.6. Not bad at all. 6 spawns. We're in the big leagues now. All right, let's see if we got anything worthwhile. That's a metapod. That is a Shinx. I see that. I see that tail. And there should be potentially something else pretty nice. Ooh, did we get a new sleep style? No, we didn't. Nope. All right, so we got Pikachu, Shinx, Magnemite, Metapod, Sprigatito, and Quaxley. Do still need a better Magnemite too, but that's kind of on the back burner. I'm mainly focused on getting a better Shinx right now, just until we can get our oil production where it needs to be. Metapod, of course, is the hungry one. Shinx is never the hungry one. Okay, well, we know what we're about to do, because it's the same thing we've done for a hot minute. We're gonna give him the premium biscuit. Didn't get the not hungry. Didn't work out this time, but we do still have one Poke Biscuit left, so we're gonna go ahead and feed it. We do need a better Shinx, and we still haven't bought, I don't think we've bought any of the biscuits that we can buy this month, so we still have a lot in reserve. So that's good. So let's see. Yeah, nothing else I really want to try to catch right now. Definitely don't want to use that Great Biscuit on anything at the moment. So we're just going to run away with our Shinx and be done with it. Hopefully finally get a good one. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. We did make serious strides today, didn't we? All right. Belly Up Sleep for Sprigatito. That could be a good candy to send out. Quaxley could probably be better candy to send out, though. So we'll send out some Quaxley candy. Hopefully that will help some people out. And we'll move on. And let's see. We got about 4,700 Dream Shards. Not bad. 5,700 Dream Shards. Math failed me for a moment. All right. So we've got a level 14 in Quirky. That is a neutral nature, I believe. That is not ABB. That is AAB. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. As long as it's not perfect, we're fine. Skill trigger M. I mean, that's okay. This main skill is not terrible. This one's not bad, actually. This one's not bad. Berry Finding is a capstone ability. I'm okay with that for an ingredient finder. We do have inventory up, so by the time we get to level 100, we will have a pretty decent inventory anyway. Quirky nature is neutral. So this isn't ideal, but it's not bad. If this was the best we caught in a long time, we could make it work, but it's not what we want. Yeah, it takes all the way to level 50 for it to get ingredient finder, and even then, that doesn't really make it that great because the nature is unfortunately not ingredient finding up. If we had ingredient finding up, that would really help a lot. And if the level 25 and the level 50 subskill were both blue, that would help quite a lot. It would probably be closer to a PR 70, 80-ish range, somewhere around there. But ultimately, without being ABB, it's just not what we're looking for yet again. On the plus side, we're getting a bunch of Shinx candy this week. We just can't find what we want. Well, that's unfortunate. I will let this run in the background just to finish up. Well, actually, you know what? It's going pretty quick. We'll just let it finish up real fast, and then we'll move on to, hopefully, bigger and better things. Of course, now that I say it was moving pretty fast, it wants to start crawling. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Let's see. How are we looking anyway? At level 60, 22,000 doesn't sound bad, but ideally it could be 41,000. So it's pretty rough. It is pretty rough. And again, without being ABB, it's kind of bad. This is just not what we're looking for at all. I mean, a AAA Shinx wouldn't even be what we're looking for. We already have 2 Pokemon that are really good about bringing in tomatoes. I mean, the only benefit to having a AAA Shinx for me at this point is that I can use it on OGPP for the favored berry and tomatoes. But I've already invested so much in the Victory Bell that I don't know that it's worth investing in another triple tomato just for one island at this point. So we really want that ABB, and it's a PR 59. That took a little bit longer than I expected for it to finish because, like I said, oh, it's going pretty quick. And then it slowed down. So anyway, PR 59, let's move on. All right. Hopefully we've got something interesting. 200 sneaky snacking is interesting. Main menu update, huh? Interesting. What could that be? Ah, it was a medal, not new news. Okay. Well, that's fine. We will definitely take a medal. Okay, 50. The number of steel-type Pokemon studied is only 50. Small handy candy. I will take that. All right, cool. Okay. So, no new news, which is very surprising because I know there is news that was announced somewhere else. I thought it would be in-game because they announced it somewhere else, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that was something weird. It was from an official channel, so I'm kind of surprised that it's not in-game yet, but it's not that big a deal. It's just that we're going to get, apparently we're going to get a Sylveon incense, so, I mean, I guess we'll figure that out. They'll probably just give it to us when EEVEE week starts and be like, hey, here you go, and then that's when the news is going to happen, but I did see it pop up in the Discord from an official channel, so there's that. Kind of surprised that they didn't talk about it today, but it is what it is. Let's see. We got a double trigger from Gardevoir. Very good. Couldn't swap her out last night because nobody was at a good enough energy level. But at least we can start off today pretty strong. Raichu still full. No skill trigger. Skill trigger there, though. That's exactly what we need. We do need to get as many extra ingredients as we can for some pot filler. How about you? Speaking of pot filler, no skill trigger, but I will take all those herbs. We have a good amount of them right now. And then for you, you gonna perform today, buddy? We're gonna get a double trigger. Nice. We are up to stockpile 5 and now 6. Very good. Both of them were stockpiles. So at this point, we're averaging once a week where we actually get to a decent stockpile level. So that's good, right? That's a good thing. That's what we want to see. Once a week, get above 5 stockpiles. You know, that's fine. It is what it is. Let's move on to breakfast. Do something that's actually paying off more dividends. Let's get this Calm Mind fruit salad up and running. Speaking of all the herbs, we got a ton of them. Let's throw all of those in. If this does go extra tasty, it'll be a pretty good one. But we are only at the base 10% extra tasty odds and no extra tasty. Well, 26,460 is not bad. 2 more cooks and we will be at level 56. Not bad. Not bad at all. Could be a lot better. Could be a lot worse. But it is what it is. That is definitely not going to be enough to put us at Ultra 1. We are trying to get to Master 3 this week just to get that Shinx incense. But at least we got to Grade 5. That's the important part. That we're slowly climbing through the ranks. All right. Let's check our pantry real quick. Let's see what's going on. Salads. Boop. We don't have enough honey, which is about right. Honey is the one that is kind of iffy, so no surprise there. We've got enough for one more calm mind fruit salad in terms of the apples and 2 for the corn. So it might be about time to swap in the other 2, let them hang out for the rest of the day, stock up some more apples and some more corn. Yeah, it might be that time. It might just be that time. Yeah, to that end, let's go ahead and collect everything from Raichu. That will help out a little bit with the apples, but not much. Not as much as Skeledirge is about to. And let's go ahead and bring our boy Skeledirge back out. Let's get him up and running, bringing in all the apples that we need. Look at all those shinks that I have to send to the professor. Where are you at? And a couple of Snovers. I need to clean this out. Again, I'm really just bad at keeping my box organized. I'm the worst. All right, let's see what else we got. We can hopefully... Where am I going? All the way to the bottom. I need Beware. Hopefully get Beware in here and get some corn pretty quick. Could potentially swap Beware out about halfway through the day, depending on how Gardevoir performs, if she keeps his energy up. So we could potentially do that. That would be very nice if we could. So, all right, let's take a look. Our team looking pretty good. Pretty good. We're set up for success. Yeah, so basically, probably going to let Skeledirge hang out the entire day. May swap him out at night, depending on what the team's energy is at. And if we can get 4 or 5 meals worth of corn, might swap Beware out pretty early too. So we'll be in a good spot there. And we should be pretty good and set up for success. But that is not the last thing we're going to talk about. We do now, I'm sure most of you have noticed, that we had a little bit of an update to the game yesterday. That update was preparing for the EEVEE week, and as a result, the data has been mined. And we now know what the EEVEE week missions are going to be. So we're going to run through those real quick. Not a whole lot else to talk about with the EEVEE week, but other than the Sylveon instance that we're supposed to get. But the missions will be as follows. Get Snorlax to Basic 2 will give you an EEVEE incense. Get him to Ultra 1 will give you 5 Poke Biscuits. And get him to Master 1 will give you 20 EEVEE candies, which is good because you can never have enough EEVEE candies. We like EEVEE candies around here. Give out 15 biscuits during the EEVEE week and you will get another 20 EEVEE candies, as well as another 20 EEVEE candies for using 100 candies. And for using 7 incense, you'll get another 20 EEVEE candies. And if you go to bed on time 3 times, you get 30 EEVEE candies. I'm not really too thrilled about that, because usually that mission gives you more biscuits. And as you can see, I desperately need some biscuits and I don't want to turn away free biscuits right now. So I kind of would rather have the biscuits, but you know what? Like I said, we can never have enough EEVEE candies. So as long as that's not a thing that we're going to see going forward, as long as we get those biscuits back, cool. It's fine this time. And then for cooking 12 times, we do get 1 more EEVEE incense. So we will get 2 free EEVEE incense from the mission rewards, as well as the, I'm going to start calling it supposed Sylveon incense until we see in-game news. Like I said, it was from an official source, so I'm very much inclined to believe that we are going to get it. I don't see why we wouldn't, but I don't know. Something's telling me to just kind of hold off a little bit. But yeah, so those are the missions right there. I don't know why I didn't switch over to the screen like I normally do so you guys can see it, but there they are. Gonna be pretty easy, especially for most of us. I feel like a lot of people are going to be going to green grass. The benefit for EEVEE week on green grass is that the area bonus cap has gone up as we have improved our sleep decks as of the release of the OGPP. So we can now get to 75% area bonus. So at least we're not capped there right now. And for me specifically, going to green grass next week will put us at 70% at the end of it. And then when we go there for the holiday event, because it's almost certainly only going to be at green grass, we will get it to the new cap of 75%. So there's that. But also, the benefit of green grass is that every EEVEE Lucian and EEVEE can spawn at green grass. So if you need some sleep styles from them, probably a good place to go. But if not, just make sure that you can hit these missions just to get the free stuff, because you always want to get the free stuff while they give it out for free. Why not? Other than that, though, that's really all we've got to talk about for EEVEE week. Not a whole lot going on. It's just kind of a nice little thing, just a little like a little mini event. Like, it's not a big deal, but it's fun to see a bunch of EVs if you can see them. Plus, odds of getting a shiny, so we'll see what happens. But other than that, that's going to be where we wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. We are that close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're less than 20 away now. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, JP, White, and Husky Star. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, and hang out with a cool community of people. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.